All right, let's see. So I'm just testing this out, guys. So if you hop on, disregard, we're just checking it out. Okay, so starting out with the game, let's see. Okay, so it looks like we still have some speed there. Okay. Upgrading hero skins. Okay. Artifacts, upgrade. Okay. Claim those rewards there. Kira dolls. Kira with her update, of course. All right, let's see. We got that going. Page 1. Not a whole lot to be excited about. I mean, no special deals, it looks like here. Let's see. We're going to also pop open YouTube, see if we're up here. The Kira Soul Stones, definitely not worth it. Flawless Artifact Chests. Probably not worth it either. At 200 pop, that's way too much. Let's see. Hey, Merrick. Hey, Gary. I'm just testing out my live stream. I got a brand new Wi-Fi thing going on. So if you guys notice anything, let me know. I'm just trying to run through some tests. So I apologize. I'm not trying to go live for an extended period of time here. I'm just kind of testing out my Wi-Fi. Got some new stuff working out. Hey, Prax. Nice to have you here. Thank you for hanging out and checking out me testing out the live stream here. Kind of concerned about Wi-Fi, so just trying to see how that all runs. Throwing knives. Might need to pick it up. Is everything coming up? Like, is it looking pretty normal to you guys? I guess that's kind of my question. And I'm going to try to refresh my page here just because I do want to see how my live stream affects kind of the Wi-Fi speed, because the Wi-Fi speed has been changed. So just trying to test that out, see what might be going on there. So we'll see. Originally, I didn't expect anyone to be on, but you know, I just popped on to a live stream because I was like, my Wi-Fi data plan kind of changed. Kind of need to check into it, see how it looks, and if you guys are here, let me know. You know, if it's running okay or if there's any issues. Death is just the beginning. Of course, is the Kira event. So let me take a look though at what I'm upgrading. Krista here. Gary says looks good so far. Prax says so far good as well. Fantastic. Thank you guys for that. Secret wealth. You can actually purchase items now. Secret wealth. Oh, it's only for a certain period of time. Why is it so many emeralds? That's ridiculous. Who can afford these? This is crazy. Okay, I know this event has been around, but like, again, absolutely insanity. Can we afford the Flawless Artifact Stone? We can't. Okay, that's worth purchasing, and I just bought it. The Flawless Artifact Scrolls for 400. Was it 400 or 4,000? 4,000 of those pet potions, which I think is a more than fair deal. But the emeralds, that's crazy. Merrick says, I bought many of different items during last event. This type, I think I buy the Phoenix Feather. Okay, so you got the Phoenix Feather. I think that's a pretty good item to pick up. It's definitely one that is more frustrating to have to create on your own. So I think that's a good pickup. It is probably a little expensive. I didn't really check the pricing on that specific one too closely. I'll look at it again in a sec. I'm trying to see what other items are available, but mainly I was just trying to see how things run. And the other thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is when I hop from the lower level of Dominion to the upper level of Dominion. So I'll have to check that out as well and see how that runs when I'm hopping into the battle against Osh. That's kind of or that area I want to kind of look at. So I'm gonna just kind of go through this real quick, and it's just gonna be real short, guys. I'm not planning to have like a super long live stream. Just kind of a nice little short, like just checking out to see if everything's running okay. But man, that Flawless Artifact Scroll, 250 of them for 4,000. That was a pretty good deal, I will say. The Sanctuary. Let's see. It is loading a little slower than usual, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's still workable, I think, right? But here you do have the pet potions, right? And we used 4,000, which is just a drop in the bucket for us on the pet soul coin or pet soul potions. We're good. We got 2 mil, so my number counting is right. Let's see. Nope. 845. Yeah, 2 mil pet potions. We're good. So that was a good spend there. That's a great deal, guys. If you can afford that with the pet potions, this first Secret Wealth Flawless Artifact Scroll, that is a great deal. So if you haven't picked that up, highly recommend, and if you can, right? That's a good deal. I'm surprised. I usually miss the Secret Wealth, like for some reason it's like right in the middle of my day, and I just don't have time to look at it. But this time I did. So anyway, let's see. Or maybe Drummer's Fancy Kira and June need it. Let me take a look here at these items that you guys are mentioning, pointing out. Obviously, some really like notable names, obviously in the items. Let's see. We got Drummer's Fancy potentially. Throwing knives. I'm actually kind of thinking about throwing knives. I don't love it, but it is. Apostle's Mace is probably worth a better deal than the throwing knives, actually, for me personally. I'll have to look at this. Siege Crossbow, I don't mind making. Apostle's Mace, though, is a pain in the neck. Throwing knives is easier, actually, in my opinion, than Apostle's Mace. Staff of Selena's Halo, not that bad. Thieves Guild Sign, totally not worth purchasing. Lycanthrope's Fangs, sometimes a little annoying with how many you need. Unity of Streams, that one sounds... Oh, yeah, that's a pain. That's a lot of emerald coin, though, that you will need. But, I mean, I think it's still a good buy. I will say it's a very pricey one, but it's a good buy. Song of the Valkyrie is definitely a good buy as well. Phoenix Feather. So I think you're talking about the Creator's Feathering. I think that's a super annoying event. Great one to pick up. Ruler's Globus, also annoying. So I would say, like, yeah, those four I get. Song of Valkyries I understand as well. Unity of Extremes for sure. Demigod's Wrath, I don't think that one's worth 82,000. That's crazy. Drummer's Fancy I could see as well. But, I would definitely, I think for me, I'm looking actually at this Apostle's Mace and thinking, I've got a lot of heroes that need that. Maybe that's something I pick up, and I think we will. I'm going to actually upgrade Kira this event, it looks like. It's obviously a Kira event, and Kira's getting her upgrades. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at Kira real quick. Kira, where are you? And we will just slap that on you. We will just create that item. The Siege Crossbow we can get in the Friendship Shop, so we will. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting to have an unscheduled live stream either. I was really just kind of testing out my Wi-Fi and seeing how everything's going because I'm kind of in the middle of getting a new plan. My last plan, the monthly cost, just for ballpark, was going to rise substantially. I would say like anything in the $25 to $50 or higher range to me is like pretty substantial when it comes to Wi-Fi, like in a single month. So yeah, it was kind of in that ballpark, and I was like, that's kind of crazy. So I kind of changed my service. So I'm kind of like trying to test out, see if everything's still working in live stream, see if it's still viable, because that's kind of a price hike. So anyway, that's kind of what we got going on here, Anthony. It's going to be real short, like another probably like 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, probably at the most. But I was just really trying to test out how the stream would work, and fortunately we had some people hop on. I'm not complaining about it at all. But yeah, so I think that's kind of what we got going on. So I'm glad to see everything is working, and we will definitely be live this weekend. The only other thing I'm going to really do here is I'm going to probably just hop into Osh one time and maybe look at Ascension, but everything else is running pretty clean, which is good, which means this weekend will be good to go. That was my biggest concern. And I can probably make videos actually too. Let's see, Asgard, right? This one I looked at as well. So a little slower there on the login, but not crazy. And we got here the 2 fights. Looks like it's running pretty smooth. I'm going to skip through this as well. But yeah, no, thank you guys for hopping on. I'll make a note for myself. What wireless router did I go with? I'm actually using a plug-in router, I believe. It's a panoramic Wi-Fi, Prax. So there's really only 1 or 2 service providers that are available in my area, and none of them have the most up-to-date Wi-Fi. So I always get concerned when I am switching services. So they're supposed to be setting them up, like they're supposed to be making new Wi-Fi inputs, right? Because they're supposed to be updating all the old, outdated Wi-Fi. But so far, it's been a slow process. So I'm like concerned just because, every time I change, it's only like 1 or 2 options. So I got to be careful with what I'm doing. So, all right. So we skipped this. Looks like we're running clean. All right, so we're good there. Ascension Spires sometimes maybe is a little slower, so I'll see if that one works. Let's see, we press on it. It does still go. So it's not like it's completely stuck on the loading screen. That's positive. No complaints on this. Okay, good. Merrick says this extended artifacts could make a big difference against Osh. I kind of agree. I also think it makes more aspects of the game easier, which is kind of good, right? When we're fighting these bosses, if we think about anything that's not PvP, right? Player versus player, I think it's a good thing. But I will say, we'll see what happens. Maybe we get a new boss soon. We could definitely potentially foresee that. One thing that I noticed that we saw in mobile that did not come to Facebook and web yet is going to be there's actually a new area here in between Asgard and Titan Valley. Well, I guess technically it's Titan Valley on the mobile version, but there is a battleship new section of the game, which is pretty interesting. I'm still getting used to it on mobile, but on Facebook and web we don't have that. That could be something that might come. I don't know, but if that does, that will also create some more attention. We'll put it that way in the game. The light behind me is bad. All right, yeah, let's kill that. Can you turn this light off, please? Let's kill that and see if that looks any better, Prax. Thank you. Okay, so that I can't really see what it looks like right this second, but that probably killed it, right? Yeah, that's probably a little bit better in terms of viewing. Okay, so hopefully that's better. The new boss, yep. Okay, what wireless router? Okay, cool. All right, I would say that's pretty smooth. All right, solid. I will keep that in mind for the future streams. And with that, we will wrap. And I will actually get in touch with some of y'all after this live. Thank you guys for being on here and hopping on. I'm going to end it right here. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys this weekend. And hopefully putting out a video this week. I'm hoping tomorrow or Friday. But anyway, all right, with that, thanks guys for hanging out. And I hope you guys have a great rest